Hey everybody!
Happy Cinco de Mayo!
And we're bringing you a taste of Mexico and with a good margarita. Stay tuned. Hey everybody! We're High C Cindy and I'm High C's Paul, and we're High C Cindy and Paul. Today we've got a taste of Mexico going on. We've got some good margaritas, and I've got my Cozumel apparel on, celebrating Cinco de Mayo the right way. Alright guys, we're going to show you how to get the drinks going first.
Okay, I like blended drinks and Paul likes his on the rocks. So we're going to do two separate drinks. So let's go, Paul.
Alright, let's do it.
I got my my ice, and I put 2 ounces of tequila in right here. And then I'm going to put some lime in mine.
Right. And we're just doing a classic margarita here.
So that I would get in Cozumel at Nachi or Mr. Sancho's.
Right. Now, I wasn't too impressed with the margaritas at Nachi or Mr. Sancho's. This is a good bang for your buck right here. The Jose Cuervo mix and tequila. But you can't go wrong with the Jose Cuervo margarita here.
Yes.
So Cindy's going to mix hers up right now and get started. And then I'll do mine on the rocks. Mine's going to be a little bit stronger. I like a stronger tequila taste. So let's whip it up, Cindy.
Okay, so again, there's ice, 2 ounces of tequila. I would say maybe 4 ounces of the mix. I put a lime, and let's go. Got my little blender here. Okay, and we'll wait for Paul to do his now.
All right. Okay. So I like a much stronger margarita. So of course I'm dealing with the big bottle here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do 4 ounces. I'm going to do 4 parts Jose Cuervo regular tequila and 4 parts Jose Cuervo mix. And then I'm going to add in some fresh lime and some fresh orange. I think this is 4.
I hope you're counting. I wasn't.
All right. Hand that to you.
Yeah, it's slippery. I already dropped the lid once.
All right.
Okay, so be careful.
And we'll do about equal parts. I like, normally when I just pour it on the ice here, I'll fill it up about 3/4 tequila and then just put a bunch of lime in there and a splash of this stuff here. But today I'll go ahead and do 4 ounces, 4 and 4. Like I said, when I have a margarita, I like it strong.
One more.
And I'm doing them a little light, but just under an ounce. But that's, normally I don't put a lot of this mix in. I do put a lot of lime in. And I want to give you guys a quick tip on if you want to juice your lime. Basically just roll it up there and get the juices flowing in that lime and break it up. That way when you cut it and juice it, it's ready to go. So Cindy's already got a couple prepared here for me. So, but like I said, I like to get a lot of juice in mine. Get all that lime juice out of there. One thing about me, you'll find that I like a lot of citrus and I like a lot of big, bold flavors. We're going to go ahead and do a second one because I didn't add that much mix. I've already got my ice ready to go.
And I already put some salt on mine, but Paul will show you how to put the salt on his when he's done.
So I think this Jose Cuervo mix here with the tequila is a great combination. I've tried the cheaper brands. This right here is a really good margarita.
Yeah.
It's, you know, really smooth and it's just got a really good flavor. I've tried a few off brands and it's just not quite the same. One of my favorite margaritas, of course, is a Cadillac Margarita, but the 1800 does sell the Cadillac Margarita ready to go to blend up if that's how you like it. So Get that. And I'm going to do a little orange in mine as well. We have the orange liqueur here, but I like everything fresh. Give that a shake. All right.
There you go. And you're gonna ice. You're gonna.
All right.
There it goes. Now, do you mind?
All right, and then get a little lime wedge on the top. Get that going right in there.
There we go. See?
All right, guys. This is to you and our High Seas friends. Happy Cinco de Mayo, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mine's good.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh God, it's really good.
Yep. Very good. Definitely got a strong tequila taste. And I taste a little bit more lime, but I can kind of taste the mix too, and it's pretty smooth. Got a tiny sour taste, but very, very good.
Did you tell me about your other tequila, how you like it on the...
This here, this Dobel, this is just, I like to drink. I like to sip on tequila. Back in the 80s and 90s, I would always buy 1800 and sip on that. I wouldn't waste like Patron or this on a margarita. I know when I'm out there at the captain's party on the ship, I'll do Patron, tequila sunrises or margaritas, but this is a really good bang for your buck right here. One of my favorite things to do with Patron is I love Patron shots with orange wedges. So, and Patron I know is not the best or the smoothest. I highly recommend this Dobel. It's very, very smooth. Cindy doesn't really drink tequila straight, and she can drink that Dobel straight and enjoy it. So it's a very smooth tequila. So we're going to do some classic Pico De Gallo. We're going to do a classic guacamole. Then I'm going to do an avocado Pico De Gallo. So hang tight, enjoy your drink, and we'll be right back, guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Now we're going to start off with the classic Pico De Gallo. I know a lot of people, a lot of states are quarantined at home, so they can't go out for chips and salsa and margaritas. That's why we're bringing you this video today. And what you want to start out with a classic base on a Pico De Gallo is 2 medium tomatoes or 2 cups. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is a real simple recipe. It's just a matter of putting together fresh ingredients that you will enjoy, because fresh ingredients is what makes the difference. Instead of doing something out of a jar, you will love the taste and the difference. All right, let's get into this, guys. 2 medium tomatoes would be my recommendation, or would you say 2 cups, Cindy?
Mm-hmm, 2 cups.
Okay, perfect. So I've got everything ready to go here. All right. So what's going on in the cruise world? Have you heard anything new today, Cindy?
I did. Unfortunately, Carnival canceled some more sailings.
Yep, so, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah. But we have something for October, so hopefully keep our fingers crossed it'll make it. So.
Right. Now next we're going to go ahead and do the red onion. If you don't like red onion, or you find that red onion's a little too strong, I would highly recommend white onion. White onion is much smoother, it's not as strong. But we're all about big, bold flavors here at the High Seas house. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in a couple, I'd say what, 4 teaspoons of red onion.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get that in the mix there. We like a lot of red onion. All right. So next, we're going to go ahead and add some jalapeno here. And I'm probably going to add 4 teaspoons. Or I would say 1 jalapeno would be a good base. 1
jalapeno is good.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and add 4. We definitely like things spicy.
Yes, we do.
But we still want to be able to taste the great flavor of the jalapeno. And of course, you realize all the heat is in the membrane, the veins of the jalapeno. So you want to get rid of that so you can get to the great flavor of the jalapeno and enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
So, there we go. And next, I want to talk about, we've got a review coming up. I know last October we were at Nachi Cacombe and we were at Mr. Sancho's.
Yes.
Mr. Sancho's has a very mild, Americanized Pico De Gallo. When you go to Nachi Cacombe, they've got a definite Mexican style Pico De Gallo. And this right here, my friends, is a Sereno. I've kind of already deveined it. But when you go to Nachi Cacombe, they do their Sereno in big hunks. And it's very spicy. And they don't get rid of the membrane in the veins. That's where all the heat is. So, a couple times, and I'm used to eating Serenos. Yes. But to me, this is an optional item. But a Sereno has a great flavor. It is a big, bold flavor, and it's got a nice punch. Very unique pepper flavor. So what I do is I devein all mine, get rid of all the membrane there, and I'll probably do 1 teaspoon on that. So, but you want to do this as fine as possible. Get that going real quick. So keep that in mind.
But it's really good. I mean, it's not spicy, it just has a unique flavor.
Right. So we'll get that in there. Definitely gives it a taste of Mexico.
It does.
And I wish at Nachi they would tone it. I mean, there's big hunks of Sereno in it. A couple times it hit me, and it definitely gave me a surprise. So. All right, next component that we want to add is a couple teaspoons or 2 cloves of garlic. A lot of people don't like big hunks of garlic, so either try to cut that down as fine as you can.
Like I did here in a fruit processor, it's very, very fine. Well, pretty fine, but Paul wants to get it really...
Right. So I use one of these little compressors here, and I'll throw in a couple. I've already got a teaspoon going. So I'm going to throw in another teaspoon, and that would definitely be about the equivalent of 2 nice garlic cloves there. So we'll throw in a little kosher salt. That's what breaks that down. So, and you're going to need the salt for your vegetables and all that anyways. So we'll get that broken down.
So he's making a paste out of this.
Yeah, ideally, garlic is a secret ingredient in Mexican food, Chinese food, Italian food, and so many other foods. But a lot of people don't like hitting the big garlic cloves or chunks, so we're going to break this down as much as we can into a paste here. There's also, if you don't have one of these, what you could do is if you have a butcher knife and a cutting board like this, is you can break those cloves down and you can press it down with a butcher knife and keep adding more kosher salt and just keep doing it a few times, and it'll turn into a gel, and then you can scoop it right into your whatever you're making there, as far as Pico De Gallo, guacamole, whatever it might be. And that way you've got a great garlic flavor with no big garlic surprises. So you get a little bit more going here. Break that down as much as possible. Alright, so we're getting that down to a nice paste.
Alright, let's show them what you got so far.
Normally I would break it down a little bit more, but we're doing a quick video here, so.
Let me see if I can stitch this out.
But you get the idea. I like garlic, so it doesn't matter too much to me, but I just wanted to give people that are, you know, not liking a lot of garlic, or they're afraid of big chunks, that kind of turns it into a paste. And the more you work it, the more it'll get into a paste there. So it's real simple.
Good job. That looks good.
And I would say some people don't like cilantro. Cilantro is, to me, iconic in Pico De Gallo, guacamole. But if you don't like it, break it down or just use a little bit. And even if you don't believe that you like it, just try a tiny bit. You only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long ways. But we definitely like...
It's a very unique flavor. It really makes Mexican food taste like you're in Mexico.
Right. I'll put in 4 teaspoons there.
We like a lot of cilantro on our rice.
Normally I break it down a little bit more than this, but I like cilantro, so cilantro doesn't bother me at all. So I'm good with that. All right.
Right, you put your salt and pepper and cumin and...
Get a little more kosher salt there.
Do you want to put avocado in this one too? Or?
No, I'm going to show you guys how to do an avocado Pico De Gallo next. Basically same thing.
Okay.
And we're just going to go ahead and add the avocado chunks in there. And that would be an avocado Pico De Gallo. Cumin is very strong. Use it in moderation, but it gives it a nice smoky flavor.
flavor.
And cumin's another one of those things that people either love or hate. So.
And then we got to put some little lime in there too.
Right. Now, one thing that I like to recommend, but I don't have right now, that I like to put in my Pico De Gallo is a little ground ancho. Ground ancho is a very earthy taste. It's kind of like a spicy raisin. I like that in a lot of foods. I like it in Pico De Gallo, guacamole. To me, I love it. So if you happen to have some of that, put some of that in as well. All right.
So probably half a lime I would put in there.
Yeah, you don't want to over lime it, you know, because the lime will start cooking the tomato.
Yes.
So you can refrigerate this ahead of time, but just don't add the lime till you're ready to eat it, because the lime will start breaking everything down.
Kind of cooks food, so.
Right. Especially the tomatoes are really sensitive.
Yes.
So that all together.
It smells really good. Like you're in Mexico, sitting out by the beach. Margaritas, chips. Okay, let's put it in the bowl now.
All right.
Take a look
I
at
don't
that.
know if you guys can see that. That looks great. Cindy will spoon it in there.
Okay, see? Look at that, guys. It's so good.
Million times better than anything in the jar. This is the way to do it. Fresh ingredients, guys. It's the way to do it.
Yes, and it's very easy, fast. And there you go. Look at that. The first one.
Looks like a fiesta.
That's right.
Okay, so next will be the avocado pico de gallo. And this one will be real simple. Basically, it's everything that's in there, but we're just going to add a couple avocados. So let's get on the basis on that. We'll find a couple nice big avocados here, or find out which ones are the
Well, why don't
softest.
you work on cutting avocado, and I'll start making the
The base.
for the base.
Okay.
So we'll switch over. Again, we're going to do the same thing Paul just did, but we're going to do the avocados instead. And are you going to dice those, Paul?
Yes, I'm going to dice them. And we want to keep it in the Pico de Gallo fashion. So we're going to cube these avocados, and we're going to have it with the same consistency of that Pico de Gallo. So it's going to be an avocado Pico de Gallo. If you haven't tried it, it's a good way to go. Especially like on nachos and tacos and stuff like that. It's a good way to get both combinations together. All right.
And then I'm going to add some onion. I think I did.
And you can do this to your liking on anything. And the more you experiment, the more you know how you will like your Pico de Gallo. I mean, sometimes I'll grill corn and I'll put some grilled corn in there, and that also gives it a smoky flavor. And remember, do those serranos as small as possible if you're not used to them.
Now Paul's got some avocado he's going to cut up.
Right?
And just get this in here so he can take over next and just put it. And if you can always like break it up this way too. Or cilantro. And I'll let Paul season it too once he's done with this avocado.
And if, like I said, if you guys don't like cilantro, just use a little bit, because to me, even if you don't like it, you still want a tiny bit of that flavor, and break it down real small and get that cilantro flavor in there. Otherwise, if you don't like it and you're absolutely disgusted by it, then just skip it.
Yeah.
Now, this avocado pico de gallo, we want to get this in cubes, so find my knife here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, just want to give you guys best way to get this out, but be very careful because many people cut themselves there. Just give it a nice little pop like that. There you go. All right. Let's get the... So I want to keep this as whole as possible because I'm going to want to cube this and I don't want it to break down. Perfect.
One more?
Yeah, one more. You want to use 2 avocados with the same Pico De Gallo recipe.
So you just go like this. And pull it out.
And just cube it and spread it out. All right, we've got the avocado Pico De Gallo put together here. And it's a classic Pico De Gallo with cubed avocado. And just go ahead and hit that with kosher salt or salt to whatever your liking is. A little cumin, ancho if you have it, and a lot of fresh ground pepper. And just go ahead and we'll mix that into a bowl here real quick.
Yep, and then we'll put in our little jar here.
And you can see it looks like Pico De Gallo and cubed avocado together. So it's a great combination. And like I said, it goes great on like tacos and nachos. And you've got the nice big hunks of avocado there. And then you've got the Pico De Gallo kind of mixed in with it. So great combination there.
So here's the pico, and there's the pico with the avocado chunks.
Yep. This needs to be wiped down on the bottom.
There you go. Now I got one more to make.
Okay, now we're going to do a creamy guacamole. And I'm going to do this classic style too. We're going to do 2 medium avocados. We're going to do 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to do 1 large jalapeno, deveined if you're sensitive to the heat. And we're going to go ahead and add cilantro and lime and just a little bit of onion. So we're going to keep it pretty basic there. So we'll go ahead and start mashing up our 2 avocados here. We want to get this as creamy as possible. Perfect. Cindy, you want to roll a lime and get another lime ready to go? And another thing I forgot to mention, if you got any chipotle seasoning or something like that, that's great to add in as well, because one thing about chipotle, it gives it a really good smoky flavor.
Yeah, it does.
So we have chipotles in everything.
That's right.
So I'll go ahead and get the equivalents of 2 cloves of garlic in there.
We like garlic like this anyways. It's very fun.
And we'll get a couple teaspoons of red onion in there. Give it a little onion flavor. We'll give it the equivalents of 1 jalapeno. There you go. Beautiful. And we don't mind large cilantro, so
You like it.
yep. Give yourself a couple teaspoons or more of cilantro, depending on how you like it there. So, and we'll get some fresh lime going there. You don't want to use too much lime, not unless you're going to store it.
Sorry.
I would recommend a half a lime. If you want to do a whole lime, that's fine, but usually when I'm having guacamole, I'm either drinking a Corona with the lime or I'm drinking a margarita with a lot of lime in it. So you don't want to overpower anything here. You kind of want to have it balanced out. And like I said, if you notice if anything's too strong, start with just a little drop of honey and that'll balance things out, or if it's too spicy for you.
That's right.
So, and we could add some serrano, but we've got that going in our other items here. So we're going to throw in some kosher salt. Some fresh cracked pepper is the way to go when you're doing it. Try to use fresh ingredients for big, bold flavors. And this is optional, cumin.
We love cumin too.
Yep.
Smoky.
Yep, and if you got some ancho and you like that, throw that in there as well. And if you haven't tried ancho, give it a go. It's great. All right, blend that all up.
A little pepper on top of
Little
all of
pinch on
them.
top.
I'll let Paul show you all up close. A pinch of salt. Salt. And probably a little bit of.
There you go.
A little
Making it
cilantro.
look amazing.
All right. There you go. Show them to Paul. Get the
And let
camera.
me show them the smooth guacamole right there.
Put it closer for you guys.
A little closer there.
Look at that, guys.
You got your avocado Pico De Gallo, you got your regular Pico De Gallo, so you're all ready. So you're all ready to enjoy an awesome night, Cinco de Mayo, celebrating Mexico's independence. And we've got some great reasonable margaritas here. And you know, we just want to bring this to you and how simple it is, guys. It's
Very
really
simple.
simple.
Very
Very quick. So
we got chips over here to go with it, and
we'll give that a taste.
looks really good.
A taste of Mexico.
Yeah. So you got the basic guacamole, Pico De Gallo, and then the Pico De Gallo with cubed
Avocado.
Yeah.
And I call it, this is my deal, I call it my avocado Pico De Gallo. So it's kind of a combination of both. So, alright guys, I hope everybody enjoyed our little video today with showing classic margaritas, classic Pico De Gallo, guacamole, and my avocado Pico De Gallo. So stay tuned, subscribe if you like, and this week coming up we've got a great review. Last October we went to Nachi Cacombe and Mr. Sancho's, and we're going to give our review and our comparison at both places and tell you what we think, because we love Mexico.
Yes.
And we love Cozumel like no other. I'm representing today.
That's right.
Everything covered here. We want to thank all our subscribers, and if you can guys, please hit that thumbs up button, get those YouTube robots to start promoting our videos. And we want to give a cheers out to you guys, our High Seas friends, and wish everybody a happy, safe Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Cheers. Here's to you guys. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
We'll see you guys on the high seas. Cheers.
Oh yeah.